I just wanted to show you the gymnasticsbodies.com website that I signed up for a little while ago. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but I heard about them on a Tim Ferriss podcast. There was Coach Summer, and over the past maybe a couple years, I started doing some calisthenics like body weight stuff, pull-ups and push-ups, and then I was doing some convict conditioning, which is 6 exercises that have a progression to them. And I'm still sort of doing that, but as I got more serious about it, I started wanting to do certain movements. Like I wanted to do a better bridge, and then the handstands, getting them really straight. There's even more harder things, press to handstand, and obviously it'd be cool to do splits and front and middle splits and stuff like that. So a few things have happened. As I was doing this stuff, I tend to overdo it sometimes. I would push myself too hard. I was doing the planche. Sort of, I think I pushed it too far, and I was, my shoulder started bugging me. And it's been bothering me for quite a while. And so I realized that, you don't want to do that. You want to do a slow and steady progress and do it properly. And so I was kind of do it yourself, gymnast, like just doing, even though it was convict conditioning progressions, I was just sort of doing it on my own. And I thought that I really want to start at the foundation and kind of work out from that. And the other thing is, I discovered, a lot of us know that we're tight, hamstrings and hip flexors and things like that. But as I've been doing there was this little fundamentals course, I realized how brutally tight all sorts of areas are. So I've got your shoulders, but really it's pec minor, which is up here, your bicep that connects to up to here, and so that's like that when you do this tabletop and you have your arms back like this, you realize how tight they are. And the thoracic spine, so when you're doing a bridge, Coach Summer's saying, people use their lower back a lot to get the bend, but it's supposed to be the thoracic spine. I realize how stiff my thoracic spine is. And it's been, I'm 47. It's been decades of computer use, guitar playing, and just, not really working on this stuff. And obviously, from your calves, when you do your hamstrings, he says that your calves are tight and that's connected. Achilles, calves, hamstrings, your hip flexors, abductors. So it's just been crazy. So I signed up for a bunch of these, and I'm not doing the movement right now, and I think there's rings as well. But what you can see at the top here was kind of a schedule for each activity. And then when you click on one of these, it takes you to a series of things that you're supposed to do. And so there's the wrist warm-ups, and then so there's a whole bunch of wrist stuff here. And then you get into sort of a crow or frog or whatever you want to call it, the tripod, and then this other one for your shoulder flexibility. And there's videos on the exercise and one on the mobility, and then you rank after you do the exercise. You say how difficult. If it's too easy, they bump it up for you, and if it's too hard, then they go back. And so, like you can see here, this is holding one of these for 24 seconds. So you're holding it longer, and then eventually you move into more difficult moves. And then some of these, the videos will play right away. And there's a forum, and you can ask questions in there. And they've got gymnasts in there that answer your questions. There's all sorts of detailed, in the course library, you can go through, let's say stretch here, and it shows you all the individual, if I go to middle split, it shows you all the individual, let's go here, there's a lot of different exercises. And so, well, that's the follow along, but if we click on this here, then inside these stretch routines, these are amazing. The stretch routines are like 45 minutes with Coach Sumner and about 3 gymnasts. And it just starts from the beginning and it works your way out. And I just normally don't have the patience to do that long of a stretch routine. And so, obviously I'm not getting the results when I'm not putting in that effort of slow progress. And there's all the different things that he does. You can go through and make them easier. Like you can scale them back, technique tip and scaling. And this is relaxing the back, and there's like a frog sort of thing here. And so it's really amazing because when I watch these videos, when I work out, there's a video that goes with it, and I follow along, and it allows me to hold these moves that are a lot longer, like for 90 seconds or whatever the move was. I basically hold them along with the video, instead of when I did stuff myself, I do a real quick stretch and move on because I was bored. So now I'm really putting in and I think I did a video or on my blog, Potato Strong, there's a thing about systems versus goals. So I'm trying to get it more into like, not saying, oh, I want to do a perfect handstand or a press to handstand or whatever it is. But I'm looking at what I'm doing each day. So this is my system, is my schedule, and there's a progression in there. And so my system is now look at what I'm supposed to do today and do that and just work on that every day, and then that's going to lead to progression over time. So that's where I'm working on my system. Like obviously I have goals in the back of my mind, as far as some of these moves that I like to get, but I'm also looking long term, a year plus down the road before I can do some of this stuff. And hopefully this helps you guys. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. This is one thing. And as far as, I'm probably going to lean more and more towards, because there's some strength, you can see here, upper body, lower body. So I'm probably going to stick to more of this than weights or anything else. I'm going to, just build up the program from here. Hope you guys like that. Talk to you later.